Congratulations. God has chosen you for this wonderful opportunity to look 20 years younger, and your skin will shine. But if you hesitate even for 10 seconds, the blessing will be given to your neighbor. You must not scroll past this, because what you are hearing right now is not ordinary. It is personal and it is urgent. And if you ignore it, you may miss something that was prepared only for you. I am speaking to you in this very moment because I have seen your weariness. I have watched the years weigh on your spirit, and I have decided that now is the time to restore what was slowly taken from you. This is not about vanity. This is about renewal, about restoring your confidence, your light, and the glow that reflects my presence within you. If you stay attentive, if you receive this with faith, something will begin to shift in your life that you will not be able to explain to anyone around you. This is why you must listen carefully and not let distractions steal this moment from you. Type Amen if you believe. I am telling you clearly what this means, so there is no confusion in your heart, because hesitation is the only thing that can block what I am releasing to you. When I say you will look 20 years younger, I am not speaking only of your outward appearance. I am speaking of a deep restoration that begins within your spirit and flows outward into your body. Your skin will shine because my light will rest upon you, and what has been dull will begin to glow again with life, strength, and vitality. People will notice something different about you, but they will not understand that it is my hand gently renewing what time tried to take. This is a blessing that carries both beauty and purpose, and it is meant to remind you that you are still chosen, still valued, and still under my care. If this touches your heart right now, take a moment to like this video as a sign that you receive what I am doing in your life. You have been through seasons where you felt overlooked, where you believed that your best days were behind you, and where your reflection did not match the strength inside your soul. I have seen those moments when you felt invisible, when you questioned whether you still carried the same worth, and when you quietly accepted less than what I had prepared for you. But I never agreed with that version of your story, and I have been waiting for the right time to step in and remind you of who you are in my eyes. This moment is not random, it is appointed, and it carries a grace that does not come often. The urgency you feel is not pressure, it is protection, because I am teaching you to respond quickly when I open a door for you. There are blessings that require immediate agreement, and there are opportunities that move on when doubt begins to speak louder than faith. When I say do not hesitate even for 10 seconds, I am showing you how important your response is in this moment. Faith is not only believing, it is also responding without delay when I call you into something greater. This is a test of your readiness, of your trust, and of your willingness to receive without questioning whether you deserve it. Type yes to affirm. Do not think that this blessing can be replaced or recreated later, because what I am offering you now is tied to this exact moment, to this exact connection, and to your current state of heart. I have aligned circumstances, timing, and your awareness so that you could receive this without confusion. If you step back, if you hesitate, the flow will move to another who is ready to accept without delay, and you will feel that something passed you by. This is why I am speaking clearly and directly, so you understand that your response matters more than your perfection. I know you have doubts that try to rise within you, thoughts that question whether something like this could truly happen for you. Those thoughts are not from me, because I do not plant fear in the hearts of those I am about to bless. I bring clarity, peace, and a sense of assurance that settles deep within your spirit. Even now, as you read these words, there is a quiet knowing forming inside you, a gentle confirmation that this is not something to ignore. That knowing is my voice guiding you to receive what has already been prepared. This transformation will not only change how you look, It will change how you carry yourself, how you walk, and how you see your own reflection. You will begin to move with a renewed confidence that does not come from pride, but from understanding that you are restored by my hand. Others may try to explain it in natural ways, but you will know that something deeper has taken place within you. Your glow will not fade quickly, because it is rooted in my presence, not in temporary things. You are still here, still reading, and that is not by accident, because your spirit has already begun to lean toward what I am offering. I see how your heart is responding, even in the quiet, even in the places where words are not spoken out loud. There is a gentle stirring within you that is not confusion, it is recognition, and it is pulling you closer to receiving what I have already released. Do not resist that feeling, because it is the beginning of alignment between your faith and my promise. This is how transformation starts, not with force, but with agreement. What if attracting wealth didn't require hard work, just the right words? This forgotten prayer is now transforming ordinary people into debt-free, financially free individuals. Scientists say each of these 9 words activates a hidden abundance center deep in your brain. People are using it from home and seeing results in just weeks. It was never meant for the public, and now that it's out, the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You must understand that restoration is not something distant or delayed in this moment. It is already beginning to unfold as you remain open. The years that seemed to leave marks upon you did not have the final authority over your life, and what you thought was permanent is now being reversed. I am breathing life into what felt tired, and I am softening what felt hardened by time and experience. This is not something you have to earn, and it is not something you have to chase, because I am the one bringing it to you. Your only responsibility right now is to stay present and receive without hesitation. There were times when you looked at yourself and quietly accepted that change had taken more than you expected, and that the glow you once carried had faded. I saw every one of those moments, and I never agreed with the conclusions you made about yourself. I have always seen you with clarity, not through the lens of time, but through the truth of who you are in me. That truth has not aged, it has not weakened, and it has not been diminished by anything you have gone through. What I am doing now is bringing your outward self back into harmony with that truth. Type 777 to receive blessings. As this renewal begins to take shape, you will notice small shifts first, things that seem subtle but carry deep meaning. Your energy will begin to feel lighter, your face will reflect a softness that was missing, and your presence will start to carry a quiet confidence again. These are not coincidences, they are signs that my hand is moving in your life. Others may begin to notice before you fully understand what is happening, and their words will confirm what you are starting to feel inside. Do not dismiss these changes, because they are part of the promise unfolding. I am also teaching you something deeper through this moment, something that goes beyond appearance and reaches into your identity. I am showing you that you are not bound by what time says, and you are not limited by what others expect from you. When I choose to restore, I do it completely, touching every area that needs renewal. This is why this blessing is connected to both your outer and inner life, because I do not separate the two. What shines on the outside is a reflection of what I have healed and strengthened within you. There may be a part of you that still wonders if this is truly meant for you, if perhaps it is too good, too sudden, or too unexpected. That hesitation is what I warned you about, because it tries to slow your response and create distance between you and what I have already released. You must not let that voice grow stronger than your faith, because it does not come from me. I do not confuse you when I bless you, and I do not create uncertainty when I am restoring you. I speak with clarity so that you can move forward without fear. Stay anchored in this moment and do not let your attention drift, because distraction is one of the quickest ways to lose what is being given. The world around you will always try to pull your focus in different directions, but this moment requires your full presence. What you are receiving is delicate, in the sense that it responds to your awareness and your agreement. The more you stay connected, the more fully it will take root in your life. This is why I called you to pause and listen, because this is not something you receive while divided. Type 1212 if you trust in Jesus. You are not alone in this process, even if it feels personal and direct, because my presence surrounds you completely. I am guiding every part of this transformation, making sure that what is happening within you is steady and lasting. You do not have to monitor every detail or worry about how it will unfold, because I am already overseeing it with care. Your role is to trust and to remain open, allowing me to complete what I have started. This is how my work becomes visible in your life, without strain or fear. There will be moments ahead where you catch a glimpse of yourself and feel something shift inside, something that feels both familiar and new at the same time. That feeling will remind you of who you were before doubt and time tried to shape your identity. It will feel like a return, but it will also feel like an upgrade, because what I restore always comes back stronger. You will begin to carry yourself differently, not because you are trying to prove anything, but because you are aligned with what I have done within you. This is the kind of change that does not fade quickly. I am also preparing you for the reactions of others, because not everyone will understand what is happening in your life. Some will admire it, some will question it, and some may even feel unsettled by it. You must not let their responses influence how you see yourself or what you believe about this transformation. What I am doing in you is not dependent on their understanding, and it is not meant to be explained in ways that satisfy everyone. It is a personal work that carries a visible result, and that is enough. Remember that this blessing came with a call to respond quickly, and that lesson will continue to guide you beyond this moment. I am training your spirit to recognize my voice and to move without delay when I open a door. This is not only about this transformation, it is about preparing you for greater things that will require the same kind of trust. When you learn to respond without hesitation, you position yourself to receive more than you imagined. This is how your life begins to shift in ways that feel both surprising and natural at the same time. That awareness is part of the process, because I want you to witness what I am doing, not just experience it without understanding. When you see it, when you feel it, your faith grows stronger and your confidence in me becomes deeper. Why are neuroscientists calling this a wealth trigger? Because over 19,547 people are already using this 9-word password, and their lives are changing fast. Unexpected deposits, cleared debts, a completely upgraded lifestyle. Scientists say it taps into a 150 million-year-old brain system that controls abundance and financial flow. It's already changed the lives of thousands in just weeks. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. I know that in the past you have hoped for change and felt disappointed when things did not shift the way you expected. Those memories can try to rise now and whisper that this moment will be the same, that nothing lasting will come from it. But I am not repeating your past, I am rewriting it, and what is happening now carries a different authority. This is not built on your effort or your timing. It is built on my decision to move in your life. That is why it feels different, and that is why it will not end the way your past experiences did. As this renewal continues, Your skin will begin to reflect a softness and clarity that you may not have seen in years. It will not come through struggle or strain, but through a natural shift that feels almost effortless. The lines that told stories of stress and exhaustion will begin to ease, and the glow that once seemed distant will quietly return. This is not just about appearance, it is a sign that your body is responding to my presence in a new way. What you see in the mirror will begin to match what I have always seen in you. Type 1010 to claim miracles. There is also something happening beneath the surface, something that others cannot see, but you will begin to feel more clearly with each passing moment. Your spirit is being lifted, your thoughts are becoming lighter, and the heaviness that once followed you is starting to loosen its grip. This inner renewal is what sustains the outer change, because I do not build anything on a weak foundation. I strengthen you from within, so that what appears on the outside has a source that cannot be easily shaken. This is how my blessings endure beyond the moment they are received. You may notice that your posture begins to change, that you carry yourself with a quiet assurance that was not there before. This is not something you are forcing, it is something that flows naturally when you begin to see yourself through my eyes. You are not trying to prove your worth, because you are starting to understand that your worth has always been secure in me. That understanding changes the way you walk, the way you speak, and the way you show up in every space you enter. It is a subtle shift, but it is powerful and unmistakable. Type 222 if you trust God. I am also reminding you that this blessing was never meant to create fear in you, but to awaken your awareness of how quickly I can move when the time is right. The mention of hesitation was not to pressure you, but to teach you the value of responding when you feel my call. There are moments in life that carry a weight of timing, and when you recognize them, your response determines what you step into next. You are learning to trust those moments instead of questioning them, and that is opening doors that once remained closed. This is how your journey begins to shift in ways that feel both surprising and deeply aligned. Do not compare this transformation to what others have experienced or expect from themselves, because what I am doing in you is uniquely shaped for your life. I am not working from a pattern that repeats the same way for everyone. I am working with intention that is specific to you. Your story, your journey, and your timing all come together in this moment, creating something that cannot be duplicated. That is why it feels personal, because it is. I am not giving you something generic. I am giving you something designed with you in mind. There will be moments when you catch yourself smiling without a clear reason, when you feel a sense of peace that does not depend on what is happening around you. Those moments are signs that your inner world is aligning with my presence, and they will become more frequent as you continue to receive. This peace is not fragile, it is steady, and it will begin to influence how you respond to situations that once unsettled you. You will notice that things that used to drain you no longer have the same effect, because you are being strengthened from within. This is part of the transformation, even if it is not immediately visible to others. I am also preparing you to carry this blessing with humility, so that it does not become something that separates you from others, but something that reflects my goodness. When people notice the change in you, let it remind you of where it came from, and let it draw you closer to me instead of pulling you into pride. This is how you protect what I have given you, by keeping your heart aligned with the source of your renewal. You do not need to explain everything, but you can live in a way that quietly reflects the truth of what has happened. That kind of witness speaks louder than words. Stay aware of how you feel in this moment, because it is a foundation for what is still unfolding. The sense of connection you have right now is not meant to fade. It is meant to grow stronger as you continue to walk with me. You are not stepping into something temporary. You are stepping into a new way of living that carries my presence more visibly in your life. This is why I called your attention so directly, because I wanted you to recognize the importance of this moment. It is not just a passing experience, it is the beginning of something that will continue to reveal itself over time. Hold on to this truth as you move forward, that what I have started in you will not be left unfinished. I do not begin a work and then walk away from it. I remain with you through every stage of its unfolding. You can trust that what you are receiving now will continue to develop, becoming more evident and more complete with each passing day. A leaked 9-word password is quietly transforming people's financial lives. More than 19,000 people have already used it to attract wealth, freedom, and peace. People are using it daily from their couch and reporting real financial breakthroughs. Scientists say it activates deep brain pathways linked to money, working far faster than traditional methods. This was once hidden by elites, and now it's spreading too fast. But the government could take down this secret any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There was a time when you tried to adjust yourself to fit what others expected, shaping your appearance and your behavior to match what you thought would be accepted. That effort left you tired because it was not rooted in who you truly are. I have been calling you back from that place, reminding you that your identity is not something you construct, but something you receive from me. Now, as this transformation continues, you are beginning to experience what it feels like to simply be yourself without striving. That freedom is part of the blessing, and it will become more natural with each passing day. Type 1111 if you walk by faith. What you are receiving is not only a renewal of your appearance, but a release from the pressure you carried for so long. You are no longer trying to hold on to something that felt like it was slipping away, because I am restoring it in a way that is secure. The glow that is returning to your skin is a reflection of the peace that is settling within you. Your face is beginning to carry a softness that speaks of rest instead of strain, of assurance instead of worry. This is the evidence of my presence working through you in a way that is both gentle and powerful. You will also begin to notice how your interactions with others are shifting, how you respond with more patience, more clarity, and less tension. This is not something you are forcing, it is something that flows naturally when your spirit is at ease. The way you speak, the way you listen, and the way you carry yourself will begin to reflect the change that is taking place within you. People will feel it even if they cannot explain it, and they will respond to you differently because of it. This is part of how my work becomes visible in your daily life. Type 555 to welcome change. Do not be surprised if opportunities begin to open around you as this transformation continues, because restoration often creates space for new things to enter your life. When you carry yourself with renewed confidence and peace, you naturally step into environments that reflect those qualities. Doors that once seemed closed may begin to open, and connections that once felt distant may begin to draw closer. This is not coincidence. It is the result of alignment between your inner state and your outer experience. I am not only changing how you look, I am positioning you for what comes next. There may still be moments when old thoughts try to return, reminding you of how things used to be and attempting to pull you back into that mindset. Those thoughts do not have authority over you anymore, and you do not have to agree with them. You can acknowledge them and let them pass, knowing that they no longer define your reality. What defines you now is what I am doing in you, and that is something that continues to grow stronger. This is how you move forward without being held back by what no longer belongs to you. I am also teaching you to recognize the difference between rushing and responding, because this moment required a quick response, but not a rushed spirit. You responded by staying present, by listening, and by receiving without delay, and that is what allowed this blessing to take root. Moving forward, you will carry that same awareness, knowing when to act and when to rest. This balance will guide you in ways that bring peace instead of pressure and clarity instead of confusion. It is part of the wisdom I am building within you. There will be times when you look at yourself and feel a sense of gratitude that goes beyond words, a recognition that something meaningful has taken place. That gratitude will keep your heart aligned with me, reminding you of the source of what you have received. It will also protect you from taking this transformation for granted, helping you to remain aware of its value. When you stay grateful, you stay connected, and when you stay connected, what I have given you continues to flourish. This is how you sustain what has begun. You are also becoming more aware of my presence in everyday moments, in simple things that once felt ordinary, but now carry a sense of significance. This awareness is not separate from your transformation. It is part of it. As you become more attuned to me, you begin to see life through a different lens, one that is filled with meaning and purpose. This shift in perspective will influence how you approach your days, how you handle challenges, and how you appreciate what is around you. It is a quiet change, but it is deeply impactful. Continue to stay open and attentive, because what has begun is still unfolding, and there is more to come. You are not at the end of this process, you are in the middle of it, and each step is building upon the last. The changes you see now are only the beginning of what I have prepared for you. As you move forward, you will continue to experience new layers of restoration, each one adding to what has already been established. This is how my work develops, steadily and faithfully. I do not always announce my greatest acts with noise. I allow them to grow steadily until their impact becomes undeniable. What you are experiencing now is one of those moments, and it will continue to deepen as you remain connected. You are starting to carry a different presence, one that feels lighter but also more grounded, as if something within you has settled into its rightful place. This is not just about what others see. It is about how you feel when you are alone, when there is no one to observe you or affirm you. In those quiet moments, you will sense a peace that does not depend on anything external, a calm assurance that you are being sustained. That is my presence within you, working gently but consistently, shaping every part of your being. This is how true change becomes lasting, by taking root in the unseen before it fully appears in the visible. Type 888 to receive favor. What secret did elites use to attract wealth so easily? A simple 9-word password now leaked to the public. People are using it daily and watching money flow into their lives like never before. Scientists say it activates an ancient brain system tied directly to abundance, Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. It's already helped thousands become debt-free in just weeks. But this breakthrough is under pressure and may disappear at any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. There is also a renewal happening in how you think about yourself, because I am removing the labels you once accepted and replacing them with truth. You are no longer defined by what you have lost or by the seasons that felt heavy and slow. You are defined by what I am restoring, by what I am building, and by what I see when I look at you. This shift in identity is just as important as the changes you see in your reflection, because it shapes how you carry everything that follows. When you see yourself clearly, you move differently, and you step into spaces with a confidence that is quiet but strong. As your skin begins to carry that renewed glow, it will not feel like something foreign or unfamiliar. It will feel like something that belongs to you. It will remind you of a time when you felt more alive, more present, and more at ease within yourself. But it will also feel deeper than that. because it is not just a return, it is a strengthening of what once was. I do not simply restore, I enhance. I build upon what was there, making it more resilient and more enduring. This is why what you are receiving now will not fade quickly, because it is rooted in my work, not in temporary conditions. Type 333 to claim peace. You may begin to notice that you are less concerned with how others perceive you and more focused on how you feel within yourself. This is not a withdrawal, it is a realignment, where your sense of worth is no longer tied to external validation. You are learning to stand in the truth of who you are without needing constant reassurance from those around you. This freedom allows you to move through life with less tension, less comparison, and more clarity. It is a subtle shift, but it changes everything about how you experience your days. I am also opening your eyes to the fact that this blessing was never only about appearance, it was always about restoration in its fullest sense. The outward change is a sign, but the deeper work is happening within your heart and mind. I am healing places where you once felt insecure, where you questioned your value, and where you carried quiet disappointment. Those places are being filled with assurance, with peace, and with a renewed sense of purpose. This is why the change feels complete, because it touches every part of you. There will be moments when you reflect on how you used to feel, and you will realize how much has shifted without you forcing it. You will remember the weight you carried, the thoughts that followed you, and the way you saw yourself, and you will see how different things are now. That realization will bring a sense of gratitude that is steady and sincere, not loud or overwhelming, but deeply rooted. It will remind you that what has happened is real, and that it continues to unfold. This awareness will keep you grounded as you move forward. You are also becoming more sensitive to my voice, more aware of the subtle ways I guide you and speak to you throughout your day. This sensitivity is not separate from your transformation. It is part of it, because as you become more aligned with me, you begin to recognize my presence more easily. You will notice small promptings, gentle nudges that guide your decisions and your steps. When you follow them, you will find that things begin to flow more smoothly, with less resistance and more clarity. This is how I lead you into what is best for you. Stay steady in this awareness, because it will continue to guide you even beyond this moment of renewal. You are not only receiving a blessing, you are being taught how to walk in alignment with me in a deeper way. This will influence how you respond to future opportunities, how you handle challenges, and how you navigate your path. You will not feel as lost or uncertain, because you will have a clearer sense of direction. This is part of the gift, even if it is not immediately visible. There will also be a shift in how you care for yourself, not out of obligation, but out of appreciation for what I have restored. You will begin to treat yourself with more kindness, more patience, and more respect because you recognize the value within you. This care will not feel forced, it will feel natural, as if it is simply an extension of what you have received. It will support the transformation, allowing it to continue in a way that feels balanced and sustainable. This is how you honor what has been given to you. Do not rush ahead or try to measure how far you have come, because this is not a race, it is a process that unfolds in its own time. You are already within it, and each step is building upon the last, creating something that is both stable and meaningful. That fear is no longer needed, because what I give is not sustained by your grip, it is sustained by my presence. You are learning to rest in what you have received instead of striving to maintain it through effort. This rest is part of the renewal, and it allows the blessing to deepen without resistance. You may begin to feel a new sense of ease when you look at yourself, a calm acceptance that replaces the constant evaluation you once carried. That inner pressure to find flaws, to measure what has changed, and to compare yourself to others is slowly fading away. In its place, there is a quiet contentment, a gentle recognition that you are enough as you are right now. This does not mean you stop growing. It means you grow from a place of peace instead of pressure. That shift changes everything about how you experience yourself. Type 666 to embrace renewal. Why are thousands suddenly becoming financially free? Because they discovered a 9-word wealth password hidden in neuroscience research. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected money, cleared debts, and new opportunities. Some say the results feel almost divine. Scientists confirm it activates a powerful, ancient part of your brain linked to wealth and abundance. But now that it's leaked, it won't stay available for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. The glow that is forming on your skin will continue to develop, not in a sudden or overwhelming way, but in a steady and natural progression. Each day will carry small confirmations that something is different, something is improving, and something is aligning. You may notice how light reflects differently on your face, how your features appear softer, and how your expression carries more life. These are not random changes. They are the visible signs of what I am doing beneath the surface. What begins within you is now finding its way outward. There is also a strengthening happening in your emotional life, where you are no longer as easily shaken by what once unsettled you. Situations that used to create tension will begin to feel more manageable, and your responses will become more measured and calm. This is not because the world around you has changed, but because you have. I am anchoring you in a place that is not easily moved, giving you stability that does not depend on circumstances. This stability is part of the beauty I am restoring in you, because true radiance comes from a steady heart. Type 999 to receive strength. You will begin to notice that you are more present in your own life, less distracted by worries about the future or regrets about the past. This presence allows you to fully experience each moment, to appreciate what is happening without constantly looking beyond it. It brings a sense of richness to your days, even in simple things that once felt routine. This is part of how I renew your life, by helping you see what is already around you with fresh eyes. When you are present, you are able to receive more fully. There may be moments when you catch a glimpse of yourself unexpectedly and feel a quiet sense of surprise, as if you are seeing something familiar yet new at the same time. That feeling is a sign that your perception is shifting, that you are beginning to see yourself through a clearer lens. You are no longer limited by the image you once held, because that image is being replaced with something more aligned with truth. This new way of seeing yourself will continue to develop, bringing with it a deeper sense of confidence. It is not loud or forceful, but it is steady and real. I am also guiding you to release any attachment to how quickly this should happen, because impatience can interfere with what is unfolding naturally. What I am doing in you is not meant to be rushed. It is meant to be established in a way that lasts. When you allow it to unfold at its own pace, you create space for it to become complete. This patience is not passive. It is active trust, a willingness to let me work without interruption. It is part of your growth, even if it feels unfamiliar at times. You are also becoming more aware of how your environment affects you, how certain spaces and influences either support or disrupt your sense of peace. This awareness will guide you to make choices that align with what I am doing in your life. You may feel drawn toward places that bring calm and clarity, and away from those that create unnecessary tension. This is not avoidance, it is discernment, a growing understanding of what nurtures your spirit. As you follow that guidance, you will find that your transformation continues more smoothly. There will be a deepening sense of gratitude within you, not only for what you see changing, but for how you feel as those changes take place. This gratitude will not be forced. It will arise naturally as you recognize the difference between where you were and where you are now. It will remind you that what is happening is meaningful, that it is not something to overlook or take lightly. When you stay connected to that gratitude, you remain grounded in the source of your blessing. This connection keeps everything aligned. You are also learning to trust your own experience, to believe what you feel and what you see without constantly seeking confirmation from others. This trust is important because it allows you to move forward with confidence instead of hesitation. You are no longer waiting for someone else to validate what is already clear within you. This independence does not separate you from others. It strengthens your ability to stand firmly in who you are. It is another layer of the restoration that is taking place. Stay present with what is happening, because there is still more unfolding, more being revealed, and more being established within you. You are not at the end of this journey. You are in the middle of something that continues to grow with each passing moment. What you are experiencing now is a foundation, something that will support what is still to come. As you continue forward, you will begin to realize that what I have placed within you is not only transforming how you look, but how you move through every part of your life. There is a quiet authority forming in you, not loud or demanding, but steady and undeniable. It is the kind of presence that does not seek attention, yet it naturally draws it because it carries peace and certainty. You are no longer shrinking yourself or holding back the fullness of who you are. I am bringing you into a place where you stand with calm assurance, knowing that you are held and guided. There was a time when you questioned whether change like this could ever happen for you, when you believed that certain things were already decided and could not be reversed. I saw those thoughts take root, and I watched how they shaped your expectations and your outlook. But I never accepted those limitations, because I am not bound by what you have seen before. What I am doing now is breaking those patterns, showing you that restoration can come in ways that exceed your understanding. This is why this moment feels different, because it is not repeating the past, it is creating something new. Type 444 to receive alignment. Why are over 19,547 people suddenly attracting unexpected wealth? Because they started using a strange 9-word password discovered in neuroscience research. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. Scientists say it activates a 150 million year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. This password was quietly used by elites until a neuroscientist leaked it. Now it's spreading fast and could be taken down any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You will begin to notice that your reflection carries a lightness that was not there before, a softness that reflects both peace and strength. This is not something that comes and goes. It is something that settles and remains. The tension that once showed on your face is being replaced with ease, and the weight you carried is no longer shaping your expression. This is how inner healing becomes visible, not through effort, but through release. As you let go of what no longer belongs to you, space is created for what I am restoring. There is also a deeper sense of clarity forming within your mind, where your thoughts are no longer scattered or heavy. You are beginning to think with more focus, more calm, and more confidence in the direction you are moving. This clarity is part of your renewal, because I do not restore one part of you while leaving another unchanged. I bring balance, aligning your thoughts, your emotions, and your physical presence so that they move together. This alignment creates a sense of stability that you can rely on. Type 111 to affirm new beginnings. You may also begin to feel a renewed sense of purpose, a quiet awareness that your life is still unfolding in meaningful ways. What once felt routine or uncertain may begin to carry new significance, as if you are seeing your path with fresh eyes. This is not about dramatic changes, but about a deeper understanding of where you are and where you are going. I am opening your awareness so that you can recognize the value of what is in front of you. When you see clearly, you move with intention instead of hesitation. I am also guiding you to release any lingering fear that this blessing could be taken from you, because fear has no place in what I have given. What I place in your life is not meant to create anxiety. It is meant to bring peace and assurance. You do not have to guard this with worry, because I am the one sustaining it. When you let go of fear, you allow the fullness of this transformation to settle without resistance. This is how you move from receiving to fully living in what you have been given. There will be moments when you feel a deep sense of stillness, as if everything within you has come into alignment for a brief time. Those moments are not empty, they are full of my presence, and they are meant to ground you. In that stillness, you will find clarity, reassurance, and a quiet strength that carries you forward. You do not need to rush past these moments, because they are part of how I restore you. When you allow yourself to rest in them, you gain what you need for what comes next. You are also becoming more aware of the difference between what drains you and what strengthens you, and this awareness will guide your choices. You may find yourself naturally stepping away from things that once felt normal, but no longer align with your peace. At the same time, you will be drawn toward what nurtures you, what supports your growth, and what keeps you connected to me. This shift is not forced, it is a natural response to the change within you. As you follow it, your life will continue to align with what I am doing. There will be a quiet confidence in the way you carry yourself that others will notice, even if they cannot explain it. It will not come from trying to appear a certain way, but from being settled within yourself. This confidence will influence how you speak, how you make decisions, and how you respond to what happens around you. It is not about control, it is about clarity, a clear understanding of who you are and where you stand. This is the kind of confidence that remains steady regardless of circumstances. You may also begin to feel a sense of anticipation, not anxious or restless, but calm and expectant, as if you know that more is unfolding even if you cannot see it yet. This anticipation is a sign that your faith is active, that you are open to what I am continuing to do. It allows you to move forward without needing to have everything explained in advance. When you trust in this way, you create space for greater things to enter your life. This is how your journey continues to expand. But now it is beginning to feel like it belongs, like it has always been part of who you are, waiting for the right time to emerge. This is how my restoration works. It does not remain distant or temporary, it becomes integrated into your being. What once felt like a change now becomes your new normal. You are also noticing that your thoughts are no longer as heavy or as crowded as they used to be. There is space in your mind now, room to breathe, to think clearly, and to rest without constant noise. This clarity is not accidental, it is part of the renewal I am bringing into your life. When your mind is at peace, your body responds, and your presence reflects that peace outwardly. This is why your glow is becoming more consistent, because it is supported by what is happening within you. Everything is beginning to work together in harmony. Type 1313 to claim clarity. There is a quiet strength forming in your spirit that you may not have fully recognized yet, but it is there, steady and growing. This strength does not come from force or pressure. It comes from alignment, from knowing that you are supported and guided. It allows you to face your days without feeling overwhelmed, even when things are not perfect. You are no longer easily shaken because you are anchored in something deeper than your circumstances. This is part of the beauty I am restoring in you, a strength that is both gentle and powerful. Can 9 simple words really change your financial life? More than 19,000 people have already used it to erase debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. Brain experts were shocked when they discovered this password works up to 20x faster than the law of attraction. People are repeating it daily and watching money flow like water into their lives. Some even believe the results are so powerful, it feels divine. But this breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. Your reflection will continue to confirm what is happening, not in a dramatic or overwhelming way, but in a steady and reassuring manner. Each time you see yourself, there will be a subtle recognition that something is different, something is improving, something is alive again. This recognition will build your confidence, not in a way that separates you from others, but in a way that brings you into a peaceful acceptance of yourself. You will no longer feel the need to search for flaws or compare yourself to others. Instead, you will see yourself with clarity and appreciation. Type 1414 to receive restoration. I am also drawing your attention to the way you are beginning to carry yourself in everyday moments, because this is where the transformation becomes most evident. The way you walk, the way you sit, the way you move through your environment is changing without effort. There is a calm assurance in your posture, a quiet confidence in your presence that does not need to be announced. People may not be able to explain it, but they will feel it and they will respond to it. This is how my work becomes visible in your life without words. You may also notice that you are less affected by the opinions and reactions of others because your sense of worth is no longer tied to their approval. This freedom allows you to move through life with greater ease, without constantly adjusting yourself to fit expectations. You are learning to stand in who you are, grounded and steady, without needing to prove anything. This is a significant part of your restoration, even if it is not immediately visible. It changes how you experience every interaction and every situation. There will be moments when you feel a deep sense of gratitude rise within you, not forced or exaggerated, but natural and steady. This gratitude is a response to what you are experiencing, a recognition that something meaningful has taken place in your life. It will keep your heart aligned with me, reminding you of the source of what you have received. When you stay connected to that gratitude, you protect the peace and the clarity that has been established within you. This is how you continue to walk in what I have given. I am also guiding you to trust the process as it continues to unfold, because there is still more being established within you. You are not at the end of this transformation, you are in the middle of it, and each step is building upon the last. What you are experiencing now is a foundation, something that will support what is still to come. As you remain open and attentive, you will continue to see how each part connects, how each change supports the next. This is how my work becomes complete, through a steady and faithful unfolding. You may begin to notice that your energy is different, that you feel more present, more engaged, and more alive in your daily life. This is not something you are forcing. It is something that flows naturally when you are aligned. You are no longer moving through your days with the same heaviness or distraction because your focus has shifted. You are more aware of what is happening around you, more connected to each moment as it unfolds. This presence brings a richness to your life that you may not have experienced before. There is also a growing sense of trust within you, not only in me, but in yourself and in the path you are walking. This trust allows you to move forward without constant questioning or doubt, because you feel a quiet assurance guiding you. You are no longer waiting for everything to make sense before you take a step. You are moving with confidence, even when you do not see the full picture. This is how your faith becomes active, shaping your decisions and your direction. It is a natural result of the alignment that is taking place within you. Stay with this, remain present, and continue to receive, because what has begun will continue to deepen and expand in ways that you have not yet fully seen. You are not missing anything, and you are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be in this moment. What I have started in you is continuing to grow, becoming more visible, more established, and more complete with each passing day. This is how my promises take shape, not all at once, but in a steady and faithful progression that leaves nothing unfinished. As you continue to walk in what I have begun within you, you will notice that the changes are no longer something you search for, they become something you naturally live in. What once felt like a process now feels like a state of being, steady and familiar. You are not checking constantly to see if something has shifted, because you are already aware that it has. This is how my work settles into your life, not as something temporary, but as something established. You are beginning to carry this renewal without effort, simply by being present within it. There is a deepening peace forming within you that does not depend on what is happening around you. Even when your environment changes or situations arise, this peace remains steady, anchoring you in a place that is not easily disturbed. This is part of the restoration I have given you, a foundation that supports you beyond appearance. When your spirit is at rest, everything else begins to align, and what you carry outwardly reflects that inner calm. This is why your presence feels different, because it is supported by something deeper. Type 1515 to affirm stability. You will also begin to notice that your reactions are changing, that you are responding with more clarity and less emotion in situations that once unsettled you. This is not because you are becoming distant, but because you are becoming steady. You are no longer pulled in every direction by what happens around you, because you are grounded within yourself. This steadiness allows you to move through life with a sense of control that does not come from force, but from understanding. It is a quiet strength that supports you in ways you may not have experienced before. What if attracting wealth didn't require hard work, just the right words? This forgotten prayer is now transforming ordinary people into debt-free, financially free individuals. Scientists say each of these 9 words activates a hidden abundance center deep in your brain. People are using it from home and seeing results in just weeks. It was never meant for the public, and now that it's out, the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Your reflection will continue to confirm what is happening, but it will no longer be the only place you recognize the change. You will feel it in your interactions, in your thoughts, and in your overall sense of well-being. The glow that is visible on your skin is now supported by a deeper radiance that comes from within. This combination creates a presence that feels complete, not divided or uncertain. You are no longer trying to match how you feel inside with how you appear outside, because they are now aligned. Type 1616 to receive fullness. I am also guiding you to release any remaining attachment to how things used to be, because holding on to the past can limit how fully you experience what is happening now. You do not need to compare your current self to your past self, because what I am doing is not simply a return, it is a renewal. This means that what you are becoming is not exactly what you were before, it is something stronger, clearer, and more complete. When you let go of comparison, you create space to fully embrace what is unfolding. This is how you move forward without being pulled back. There will be moments when you become aware of how naturally you are carrying yourself, how your movements, your expressions, and your presence all feel aligned without effort. This is a sign that the transformation has taken root, that it is no longer something you are adjusting to, but something you are living in. You are not trying to appear confident. You are simply at ease within yourself. This ease is what others will notice, even if they cannot explain it. It is the result of alignment between your inner and outer life. You may also notice that your focus is shifting, that you are less concerned with small details that once occupied your thoughts and more focused on what truly matters. This shift allows you to move through your days with greater clarity without being distracted by things that do not hold value. You are learning to prioritize what supports your growth and your peace, and to release what does not. This is part of your renewal, a refinement of your attention and your energy. As you follow this, your life becomes more balanced. I am also strengthening your sense of identity, helping you to see yourself clearly without the influence of past doubts or external expectations. You are no longer defined by what you once believed about yourself, because those beliefs are being replaced with truth. This clarity allows you to move forward with confidence, not because you are trying to prove something, but because you understand who you are. This understanding brings stability, because it is not easily shaken by circumstances or opinions. It is rooted in what I have established within you. There will be a growing sense of trust within you, not only in me, but in the process you are walking through. You are beginning to see that what is happening is consistent, that it is not random or temporary. This trust allows you to relax into the process without constantly questioning or analyzing every change. You are no longer trying to control what is unfolding because you recognize that it is already being guided. This release of control brings peace, allowing you to experience each moment more fully. You are also becoming more aware of how your environment responds to you, how your presence influences the spaces you enter. There is a calmness that follows you, a sense of ease that others begin to feel when they are around you. This is not something you are creating intentionally. It is a natural extension of what I have placed within you. As you continue to walk in this, you will see how it impacts your relationships, your opportunities, and your daily experiences. This is how your transformation extends beyond you. Stay present with what is happening, because even now there is more unfolding, more being established, and more being revealed. You are not at a stopping point. You are in a continued flow of restoration that is building upon itself. Each step you take carries what has already been established and adds to it, creating something that is steady and complete. You do not need to rush or search for what is next, because it will come in its own time. For now, remain where you are, grounded and open, as what I have begun continues to grow within you.